will never forget the day that one of my projections while I was in class, needed to use the restroom. And I simply said, just hold it. If I can hold it, you can hold it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, ectopiss starts running down my leg. It's not my urine. We are homeschooled in pitch black.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you first learn to astral project at the age of 2, maybe 3. 3 if you're slow. I was 2 years and 11 months myself. It didn't come easy to me.
No, of course not.
Just being in a dark room without any sort of parental figure. But when you're schooled in astral projection at such a young age, you start learning way faster. So I had to be in 2-3 classes at the same time.
Yeah.
And the only way to do that is through astral projection.
Right.
And so homeschooling was tough. It honestly, it was hard. I got angry. I was a very angry kid. I was very angry growing up.
And how many were in your family unit cults when you were growing up?
I think there were 7 of us.
Okay, so not a lot of...
Yeah, and I think we're 4 or 5 today.
And when is graduation? Like, what age do you graduate?
8 years is your first big graduation.
Okay.
Now, you have to remember, while you're being homeschooled, your cult parents are teaching you several classes at a time. So you have to learn to astral project
right.
to be in all of these classes. God forbid one of your projections needs to use the restroom. Just hold it. All of a sudden, I felt urine creeping down my leg, like expanding. Ectoplasm urine.
Ecto-urine.
Ecto-urine.
Where was it coming out of? Like from your urethra? Like from your...
It's not coming out of my body. It's projecting out of the tip of my urethra.
Out of the tip of the penis.
It's like... Because it's not me.
So...
It's my projections.
How did you know that it wasn't yours, that it was ecto-urine?
Because it wasn't warm.
It was cold urine.
Cold urine.
And it was running down your leg? Like from where?
My crotch. Like as if it was coming out of me.
Peeing.
But I'm not.
But it's stone cold.
Ice cold urine.
Astral projections can be very unruly. If you know, they're usually really cooperative. I mean, they're part of you. But, you know, especially I'm an Aries. So.
Absolutely.
I'm stubborn as hell. You know, we Aries, we're very fiery. So sometimes with astral projections, I'll tell them to do something. They'll be like, no. And I went, who do you think you came from?
And I don't know this because I don't have kids, but that must be what it feels like to have kids.
Exactly
what it feels like to have kids.
Exactly.
And your own astral projection, like a little you.
Children, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You wake up in a dark room. What's your first instinct?
Try to find a light?
Exactly. You try to find the light. No, you've been born into darkness.
Right. Yes.
You must navigate through darkness.
Right.
I tried to find the light. Bam. Staff straight to my hand.
Oh my God.
Broke my middle finger.
Wow.
As a small developing child, so luckily it healed.
Yeah.
Healed quick, looks great now, Can still get rings on them.
Right. And it's nice to have a family who knows healing magic.
Yeah, that helps. The healing magic helps a lot. It's a very physically reinforced schooling method. So in the darkness, you must find your way through the darkness. Anytime you're called to turn on some light, you will be punished. This can be physically, mentally. Deprivation chambers are real big in the homeschooling community because you can get it completely dark and silent.
Right.
And a lot of homeschooling is finding your power in that darkness. And that's why we train so early in the dark.
Yes.
In the darkness. That's exactly why at 2 years old you start your training.
Yeah.
If at 3 years old you have not mastered it yet, you're simply killed.
Yeah.